How do you feel about the direction of where Chicano rap is going right now? With all the youngsters coming up.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot more to see. I think this little tunas turned up non gang affiliates. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be the ones that make a big difference.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be about gang because at the end of the day, being a gang member doesn't give you more skills, or people don't even look at you different if you are a gang member or if you're not. But being in the gang culture, it does slow you down because you can't do certain things.
right.
You know what I'm saying? A tuna could go rat, ain't nobody gonna trip on him. Hey, he's a tuna.
Yeah.
You know? A gang member does that, it's look at Mr. Criminal, you know?
Mm.
End of the career.
How do you feel about tunas, turned up non-affiliates, going on songs and rapping about
I feel like it's a
street
little
shit, but they're not necessarily on that?
I feel like it's a little weird sometimes, some of the things that they say, like if they're in a gang.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, if you want to talk about being in a gang, get jumped in.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? If not, why don't you talk about what you really do?
mm.
But I guess, if I can't be a hater, you know what I'm saying? If there's a way to make money, if they're going to lie their way into making money, then that's a hustle.
And you respect the hustle?
I respect the hustle, dog.
Mm.
If you're going to lie your way into being rich, taking care of your family, let me start lying. Where do I begin?
Are there any tunas from your area that you already pick up and you already know? Yeah, they ain't.
There's a lot of. Look, I just interviewed because I had the same question, bro. Right, and I interviewed this youngster. His name's Crip 5'2" Mob. Right, shout out to Crip.
Shout out to Crip. Whack 100 actually came out and said he's the only Southsider he would sign.
Okay, so I asked him straight up because he is from a group called 5'2" Mob, and it's East Street Mob, 5'2" Mob, right? It's a group, and then there's like I don't know if it's a party crew, tagging crew. I don't know what level they're on, but when I went to prison in 2012, they weren't there. When I came home 2017 December, after that they came along. I don't know how many years after that, right? I never heard of them before. I don't really know. And I asked them straight up, "Hey,
Who's they? Crip?
5'2" Mob,
Whoever. Okay.
5'2" Mob. He's part of it. That's what I'm saying."
Ah, okay.
I asked
Okay.
him. I say that to say this. I asked him, "Hey, my boy, with all due respect, is 5'2" Mob a gang or what is it?" And he said it's just a music thing. So that alone right there tells you that they're not gang members. And like I told Crip, ain't nothing wrong with not being a gang member. I encourage people to not be gang members. But if you're a gang member, keep it real. And keep it gangster. You know? I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some. So he is one of the guys that is not from Avaro and he's rapping. You know what I'm saying? He has good music. I like it. You know, and there's a whole bunch of them.
So you're pretty much calling Crypto tuna, but he's cool though.
Well, I don't know if he considers himself a tuna, right? Because I didn't speak about that type of things with him. Because being turned up is like you're almost a gang member. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he's on that, if he views himself as on that level. You know what I'm saying?
But are there rappers from your area who you know they talk about certain stuff that they're not necessarily are about or are doing?
I think rappers from anywhere in the world exaggerate, myself included. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, I'm not gonna navigate the landscape of reality that is gonna make me catch a case. So I'm gonna have to paint the picture a certain way and still try to be authentic without navigating myself into jail. So I feel like everybody just ain't nobody gonna go say all the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I could exaggerate, why can't the homies that are residents? You know, that's what I call them. If they want to call themselves tunas, that's on them. You know.
Uh huh.
Yeah, but they're still homies. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as they're not rats or PCs, I respect it. They don't bother me. Shout out to them.
We recently came out with a starting 805 list.
805 list.
It was pretty much the top 5 Hispanic rappers in the past year who we feel like putting enough work in the music to be considered the best.
I'm gonna ask you this. When you do that list, who's on that list? Like when you do that list, who are all the contenders? Do you just come up with a couple and put them together, or you look at everybody and select 5?
We look at everybody, and if we aren't fully tapped in with the rappers in the area, we'll reach out to people from that area and be like, "Hey, what's up? Who do you feel like is the best coming out from your city right now?" And then we'll check them out. But we already know who the rappers are from everywhere because we got to know who's coming up. I mean, it's our job, right?
Yeah.
But there'll be some times where we'll ask somebody and we don't know who they are, and then like, oh shit, they got the views. Their Spotify numbers are good. They got a solid fan base, a real fan base.
You can buy views?
You can buy views, but I've been doing this so long, I could tell when it's fake.
Yeah.
So that's how we go based off everybody. And this year's top 5, we put not in order. We put Trouble Kid, Sad Boy, Cam the Guapo, Chach, and God damn it, and somebody we put out like a month ago.
Shout out somebody. See, if he made it to the top 5, and you can't even remember him, dog. Like, I mean,
we got a list for every section though.
But see, look, if he made it to the top 5, all right, and you did the list, and you can't even remember this.
I mean, it's been so
long. How much damage is he really doing?
I mean, it's been so long ago, doggy. Like,
hey, well, shout out to them. What about that list?
Oh, anyways, how do you feel about those lists? Do you feel like it's good or bad?
Look,
because every time we put out the list, someone has to come out the woodworks. Oh, nah, you missed this one. You blackballed me.
Nah, it's like this, bro. There's a time for everything, and there's a time for everyone. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm of the likes of, you know what? If it's coming from Monster, shout out to them, support them, because you don't know who's next up, who they're gonna open a door for. Support them. It doesn't matter if they don't bang. I don't care. They bang. That's firme. It doesn't matter if they're rivals. Support them. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Your rival could be opening doors for you. For the next rival. Because if they make it to the top, who are your rivals? People are gonna wonder. Oh, hey, that's what's his name's rival. And automatically, you know, you're opening doors. Oh, if it's not a gangman, if it's a resident, you know what? He's from the city. There's a homie from his city that raps pretty good too. In the future, 5 years from now, you know, I support everything out of the 805.